victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Indiana Hoosiers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hester. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Working that left side. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle. It's Morgan. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got a man. It's Cooper. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and your best way to affect them is with pressure. They're able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. When he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
This time it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Oh, what a cut! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Got his man. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Johnson looking to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking for space, it's Haynes. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Looking to the big tight end. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wants to change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. This time on target. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Haynes. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mark. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
The offense changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Johnson looking to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down there.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And this just hasn't hit his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Man, he almost throws another one. Man, I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throwing right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn up for the first.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're going back to the ground. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete. Shows him the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes, but good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Nice Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for room. It's Hayes. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Davis looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayes. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Now on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his feet. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The quick out. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, you see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Gonna run it. It's Hayes. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the first. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Complete downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line, and
setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quarterback making checks. Davis will throw. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Johnson wants to throw it. He's looking deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He throws one to the left. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
The screen, and watch out.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd down play from the gun. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on fourth down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, he's just going to come up and try and draw him up.
Turning it on. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Let's it go to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Cooper. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Davis looking to pass. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The Wolverines need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pickett. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers
going downfield for the big play. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones that were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have them up.